Hello, everyone. My name is Sadat, and today I'm going to be speaking to a very special guest of mine, which is Akira, who is one of our students. Hello, Akira.
Hi, Sadat.
Yeah, and also her mum, Shireen. Hi, Shireen.
Hi, Sadat.
Really good. So first of all, welcome. Thanks for taking out the time to speak with me today. I really appreciate your time. So what we're going to be talking about is just a little bit about, Akira, your experience with us, how you're getting on, and like the achievements that you've had with us. Yeah. Excellent, cool.
Yeah,
Well, let's get right into it then. So just to understand a little bit about the background. So I wanted to know, like, what was the reason that you were looking for support in the first place? Did you have any like concerns with the learning, with Akira's learning? How were you finding that?
So I think the main reason why I wanted to get some support with Akira's learning was because we were moving area, we were going to Kent, and I wanted to get her into a grammar school. So I just thought that it would be helpful if she had some extra tuition to help her to pass the Kent test or 11 plus.
Mhm.
I don't think at the time Amin Tutors offered specific 11 plus tuition, but once you had shown me the platform and everything, I was just hooked. I was like, no, we need to get on board this. Akira, although she's been able, her feedback at parents' evening was she lacks focus, and the quality of her work was okay, but she just didn't. The quantity wasn't there for the time that was allocated because of her lack of focus. So I thought if there was a way that she can practice outside of school, then that should help to give her the training that she needed to score the marks she needed to in exams and stuff.
Exactly, yeah, absolutely. And you came to me when Akira was in around year six, wasn't she?
That was it,
And
year
that,
six.
around year six, yeah. So obviously, you wanted to get into grammar school for like secondary year seven or
Yeah.
year eight now. And so why was it so important for you at that moment to address those concerns?
It was because, to be honest, the area that we were moving to, the local academies within the area, they weren't very good. It was like children would achieve an A to C at would achieve a C and above in maths and English,
Mm,
only 15%. So I thought, she can't be going there. I definitely need to get her into grammar school. So it was just giving her that extra push if she was to sit the 11 plus. But how it had worked out was that we've missed the boat anyway.
right.
So she wasn't actually able to sit it. But because the platform looked really good and was really appealing to me, I just thought, well, let me just put her on it anyway. That way, perhaps it can teach her to maintain her focus in class all
Mm.
throughout.
Excellent, excellent, good. So yeah, so speaking about that, and what was so you mentioned obviously the platform and everything that was one of the reasons that you looked to give us a go. How was your experience been, or Akira, maybe you can enlighten us on that. How was your experience being with us, like as a student?
It was quite nice, It was sorry. It was Some things were quite challenging and
Yeah,
some were quite fun to do.
very good, very good. So how did you find the actual lessons? Like, so I know you did maths and English with us. How
Yeah.
did you find those lessons?
Um I they weren't too bad, but I did prefer maths because I just prefer maths anyway.
You like maths better, isn't it? Oh wait, what is it that you like about maths the most?
I don't really know. I
Just
don't.
good, good, excellent. No worries, no worries. So okay, so what about in terms of your achievements? So like over the past year or so, what sort of achievements have you seen or have you managed to achieve in terms of results or like in terms of your emotional wins? Is there anything that you can think of over the past year or so that you are proud of the most?
I wrote a story in tutoring and I really
Wow,
liked it.
excellent. So you managed
So
to write a
if I
story.
can, sorry, can I just step in there
Yeah, sure.
because there's these things that she doesn't appear to remember. So I remember that in year six she was working on a piece of creative writing in tutoring, and then I think that for her end of year six exams she had managed to take those skills she had learned through that lesson and created a really good piece of writing in her exam, and it got top marks. And then I was so proud because it was quite unlike Akira to get top marks in English because of her inability to focus.
Mm,
And then when she'd started secondary school at her parents' evening there, the math teacher had said to me that whenever she brings up or whenever she introduces a new topic in maths, Akira's always the first to put her hand up and respond, and she always gets the question right. So, oh, just to add to that as well, once Akira had done her year 7, what was it, cognitive ability test. So they take a cognitive ability test, and that's when they get put in sets. So she scored quite highly. She scored really highly on that, and then she got put in the first set for everything, top set. So for me, it was quite a proud moment when her math teacher had said that Akira always knows or understands the concepts before they were introduced. And the really good thing with Amin tutors is that they can see what level the child's working at, and then they can always teach things that are above that level. And I think that is what's happened in this case.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. And what was the situation before that? Like, you know, before you actually joined us in like year 5 and year 6, what could you see as the main difference between then and now?
I think it definitely has helped her focus. So she's always been able in maths, but one of the things that I really liked from one of her tutors was that she taught her quick ways to work things out in exams, so that way you can maximize the use of your time. I think it was more the exam results. In class, everything was right, everything was fine, but there was just a little bit of a struggle for the exam result to represent her ability. So that was one of the things that I really liked and appreciated, was it wasn't just little cheats and tips to get good marks. It was how to maximize the use of your time properly so that you can work on everything within that time.
Brilliant, brilliant, good. And also you messaged me recently about Akira getting into a new school. Is that right?
Yeah, so July, Akira took an entrance exam into grammar school. So she did take another cognitive ability test and she passed. So she started a new school in grammar. So that was my main goal achieved, accomplished.
Brilliant, brilliant, Akira. Yeah, are you proud of that about Akira?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself. You've done you know, brilliant work over the past couple of years. You put in the hard work and now it's paying off, isn't it? Excellent. Very good. Very good. Well done. So obviously you mentioned about certain techniques that we, you know, worked with Akira in order to improve in terms of the time and stuff. But other than that, is there anything in particular you can think of that, you know, that Akira has developed over the past year or so, you know, working with us, that has actually contributed to her being able to, you know, pass that test and, you know, get into this new grammar school?
I think that in terms of creative writing, it doesn't take her so long to get started anymore. So I know that there were issues with focus that have been addressed in previous lessons, and that has definitely helped her overall, not just in exams, but just in terms of doing like homework and schoolwork and exams. So there was multiple different benefits that I'd seen from her going with Amin tutors, definitely.
Brilliant, brilliant, good. I'm glad to hear that. And finally, what would you say to, like, you know, other parents or, you know, other students who might be in a similar situation to you know, yourself and Akira, like, who are wanting to achieve, like, or improve their learning, you know, improve their confidence and like, and achieve good marks for their tests? What would you say to those parents and students?
I would say definitely tutoring isn't just for somebody who is struggling to keep up, and equally is not just for children who can achieve and just to keep them. It is for everybody. It is that what I've noticed is that Amin tutors tailor their approach according to the child and their ability. So for me, I think it's invaluable. Honestly, it's invaluable.
Excellent. No, I appreciate the kind words. And Akira, what about yourself? Anything you want to add to that?
Not really. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. So, no, that I really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me on this weekend. I know you must be really busy, but you know, it really means a lot for you taking out the time and, like, you know, sharing your experiences, and hopefully, you know, it will help as you mentioned, you know, other students or other parents in a similar situation, you know, who are looking to get that help and that support so they can, you know, reach their goals that they're looking for. So yeah, thanks again for that, and have a great weekend.
All right, you too. Take care.
Take care.